This podcast has been brought to you by SeekersGuidance, the global Islamic seminary. Help us spread the light of prophetic guidance to millions around the world by becoming a monthly supporter. Make a small donation at SeekersGuidance.org/donate. For as little as $10 a month, you can help people find life-changing guidance.
I'm surrounded by bad influences that hold me back in my religion. So what should I do? One becomes attached to friends, right? Because company becomes a habit. And habits are difficult to change. Habits are difficult to change. Now there's some company that is difficult, you can't leave it. You have your spouse, your family, etc. You maintain that company. Why? Because they're your family. Right? And there's a good way to keep that company, which is to maintain it in a good manner. However, there are bad influences. There's friends and others who direct you in wrong ways, whether keeping their physical company or by the kinds of things that they engage in online. Because increasingly we keep virtual company as well. So what do you have to do? Right? What do you have to do? One is that know the levels of company. There are 4 types of company that one keeps. Right? One is the company of exemplars. There are people whose company one keeps because one wants to be like them. One wants to be like them in their relationship with Allah, in their embodying the good, in their doing the good. These are exemplars. Spiritual exemplars, religious exemplars, exemplars in their service, exemplars in their character, exemplars in their devotion. Right? There's the company of exemplars. People you want to be like in their faith, in their devotion, in their knowledge, in their service, in their character, in their conduct, in their benefit to others. Secondly, there is good company. There's good company, which are your peers, your circle of friends, family members. There's good company that you choose. And that company should be company of people of faith, and mindfulness of Allah. The Prophet ﷺ said, لا تصاحب إلا مؤمنا ولا يأكل طعامك إلا تقي. Do not keep the close company, meaning the close ongoing company of other than a true believer. And let your eating companions, meaning the people who you hang out with weekly, share lunch with regularly, etc. Let your eating companions be the mindful, the people of taqwa. Similarly, right, so this is good company, the people you hang out with, you choose their company of. Right? That's a second level of company one keeps. So the company of exemplars, then there's good company that one carefully seeks out. The third level of company is the required company. The required company. You need to keep the company of your spouse, your children, your parents, family, etc. And the required company, one keeps it in ways pleasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in ways that are made good. How? By not harming them, by doing good to them, by being patient with them, etc. And by desisting from any harm that they engage in. Right? So if your family gathers to watch a Bollywood movie, you don't participate in that. And how you navigate that, we have courses on keeping good company, etc. One of the things is, for example, the whole family is gathering to do something that's not allowed. Maybe show up, greet everybody, bring some food, whatever, and then leave. Right? And then leave. So you are not party to anything of the wrong. You're not party to anything of the wrong. However, you do participate in the good. Right? And you make it good. So you frame your relationships in the religious good or the worldly good, or in harmless activities that are made good with good intentions. Food is a safe gatherer. Everybody eats. So feed people, have people over, give others food. Right? Food helps keep good company. And that also applies to the company, for example, of neighbors and others. And third, there is general social company. Work companions, professional relationships, old friends, right, etc. You make that company good. How? By framing it in good ways. Whether it be in the context of religious good or worldly good. Gather in good, wholesome ways. Don't go with your friends to the movies or this or that, or, haram activities that maybe you did before, but rather frame it in good ways. Go hiking, go sailing, go for walks, go play sports together, do wholesome things together. When in doubt, feed them. Right? When in doubt, feed them. Because food is a gathering place, right? Food is a gathering place of shared meanings, right? So, but then there are difficult choices to make, right? There are relationships that you know that harm you, right? Harm is warded off. So you have a friend. Whenever you hang out with them, you fall into something haram, whether haram activities or it leads you to things that just as bad as engaging in outwardly haram activities, like, movies or this or that or other. But you engage in backbiting and tale-bearing and slander of others and gossip and so on. So how do you deal with that? You have to look at, can I reframe my relationship with them in good and wholesome ways? And one of the things is to abridge the relationship, right? Meet them for shorter periods of time, or meet them with other people. And sometimes you may need to step away for a little while to be able to strengthen your own religious practice, to strengthen your own faith, to strengthen your own religious understanding, to know how to deal with those more difficult relationships. Right? And sometimes you need to consult. Sometimes you need to consult that how do I deal with this relationship in a wholesome manner that would be pleasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And of course, ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? Ask Allah, oh Allah, facilitate for me the company of exemplars. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu ittaqullah wa kunu ma'as sadiqeen. Oh, you believe. Be mindful of Allah and be with those true in faith. Ittabi' sabila man anaba ilay. Right? Follow the path, follow the footsteps of the one, of those who have truly turned penitently to me. Right? These are the exemplars. And then ask Allah to facilitate good company. Be on the lookout for good company. Where do you find good company? Imam al-Ghazali tells us, you find good company in mosques. You find good company in the circles of knowledge. You find good company in the circles of remembrance. You find good company in the circles of those serving others, whether it be religious service or social service. But in these circles seek the people of good character, people of palpable sincerity, of good character, of humility. Be seeking them. Right? So when you meet with people, seek out their good qualities and seek to benefit from them.
Thank you for listening. This podcast was brought to you by Seekers Guidance, the Global Islamic Seminary. Visit SeekersGuidance.org to access reliable Islamic knowledge taught by qualified teachers. We offer a wide range of courses, podcasts, articles, and a world-class answer service. Support us in spreading free, reliable Islamic knowledge to millions around the world by becoming a monthly supporter. Visit SeekersGuidance.org/donate and make a small monthly commitment today. Our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "Whoever guides someone to goodness will have a similar reward." So don't forget to share this podcast and spread prophetic guidance.